Well, Scott, let's just start off with what this, so far through the Tournament of Stars and leading up to getting close to naming the 18 and under roster, what this experience has been like for you so far.
For me, this has been a great experience. I think you get out here and see just the caliber of players that we have at this age, and more importantly, once you're around them, you just realize these are great kids, and they're very eager. They want to learn. They want to get, they want to be the best and improve. And so it's really it's been a great experience to work with them to this point.
This is my first time to being at this facility. I mean, do you look around, marvel at what they've done here for USA Baseball, and just imagine back to when you were coming out of high school? I mean, places like this didn't really exist back then.
I'll tell you, if I was a high school junior coming over and I had this kind of facility, I hope they realize how good we have it. I mean, we're spoiled here. These are, to have a 4-field quad, set up like this, to have multiple fields to be able to get workouts in. I think the thing for us is we have such a short amount of time with these players to prepare. Just a few days here, then a few more days in September before we head out. That having a complex like this is just huge for us to be able to get the work in that we need to do.
What are the toughest things in terms of trying to determine who will be on that final roster with as you mentioned, the limited amount of time you have to look at them?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we have a lot of guys with a ton of talent, and so when you have very talented players one after another, I think it's trying to find which guys maybe are just a touch more refined than maybe the others, both maybe in terms of physically, but also in terms of knowing the game. And a lot of guys come from different programs, they're taught different things, and so sometimes the fundamentals with the real good players maybe aren't attacked as maybe as hard as we are. And so I think that's the biggest challenge. We have just such a short amount of time, and trying to look at all these talented guys and figure out kind of how the pieces of the puzzle fit together, who can help in one specific area, which infield combinations work together and things like that, but doing it in, like I said, just a short amount of time.
I want to ask you about one player in particular who I'm going to write about tomorrow. I can't remember, unfortunately. It's the center fielder,
Alberto
Mora.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's played for the U.S. national team, since birth, it seems.
Yeah.
Just tell me a little bit about him and just how he carries himself, especially as a guy who's been here before.
Yeah, Mora is you can tell that he's been a guy that's been there, done that, and I think the experience certainly is a very positive thing. A guy that's been in the program, that's been overseas, that's played, that's won multiple gold medals for Team USA already, and so I think he can serve a little bit as in some of that leadership role and being able to talk to guys about what the experience is, guys that maybe haven't been there, and he's obviously a very talented player. Leadership-wise, he's a guy that we're really gonna need to, like I said, to kind of settle guys and help them understand what the experience is going to look like.
One thing that he hasn't experienced is this Prospect Classic. Over the next 2 days, this is a new wrinkle to the USA Baseball summer. How much are these guys looking forward to, just playing other players and testing where they are compared to the best college players in the country?
Yeah, I think guys will be very excited. I know I hear them talking about getting to the college guys and getting the opportunity to play against different competition. And the truth is, a lot of these guys do go kind of from one event to another, and they play each other, and they don't play a lot of times in the summer in what would be called meaningful type games or more workout type games. And so I'm really looking forward to, I think the intensity tomorrow is just going to pick up, and the guys, I think, are very excited to have the opportunity to play the college team.
What are you looking for from those guys, just aside from obviously the certain intensity, and what kind of expectations can you have? I know they're exhibitions and you're throwing a whole bunch of pitchers and things like that, but what can you take from a 2-game series like this?
Well, I think you look first of all and see which guys are able to handle the platform. Being in a meaningful game like this is not much more different than what we'll be doing, come October in the Pan Ams over there. And so you look to see which guys feel comfortable in kind of in those type of moments, and which guys can kind of stay within themselves, just be the players that they are, and not try to do too much things like that. And you just watch and see how they compete. I think that's the biggest thing is like I said, the talent is there with these guys, and so now you just want to see the guys who can do those team focused, just be a real competitive winning player on the field.
Great.